2024, and I call upon Dr. 𝘀𝗲𝗚𝗚 Garu, Founder Chairman, 𝘀𝗲𝗃𝗍 Private Limited, who are our platinum sponsors for today, and 𝘆ષિ𝗂𝗲𝗱𝗚 Reddy Garu, Chair.
And it will set a global standard for others to follow. As we look to the future, let's commit ourselves to building a security framework that is dynamic, resilient, as the challenges we face are also resilient and dynamic. At the College of Defense Management, which I represent, we specialize in management studies and techniques of operations research with big data analytics. We shall be happy to engage with the state government in undertaking a proposed study to suggest a blueprint for Hyderabad transformation into a state of secure world-class city. This journey of making Hyderabad a secure hub and island of excellence with a very profound vision, collaboration, and relentless commitment to innovation, creative thinking is a very interesting journey, and we are happy that we are in some way part of this journey. Thank you very much, everyone. I wish very fruitful discussions in balance of the sessions, and I'm sure that some insights will come. Some insights already, they were actually new to me when I heard the previous session, and I'm also very sanguine that we will throw up a way ahead where to move forward here onwards. Jai Hind.
Thank you, General Chibber, for your valuable insights. I now invite our guest of honor, Shri Kunwar Vikram Singh Ji, to kindly address the National Summit.
Honorable CM Saab, Deputy CM Saab, General Chibber Ji, CP Saab, Additional CP Saab, Varni Saab, शेखर जी और आए हुए जितने भी सिक्योरिटी एक्सपर्ट हैं, सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइडर्स हैं, मीडिया के लोग हैं, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट मी थैंक श्री भास्कर रेड्डी जी गारू फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी to this function. I'm so grateful to Bhaskar. I'm equally grateful to all the members of 𝘀𝗃𝗍𝗍 and 𝘀𝗃𝗍𝗱, everybody. We have with us our Secretary General, Shri Mahesh Sharma ji also. Katti, you have already listened. It is a great moment for us, the topic being the evolution of even evolutionary aspect of the physical security. Some point was touched by Katti ji. Deputy CM, I must tell you that I am one of the pioneers of starting security agencies. At my age is now 76. I have got now more than 50-year experience. We were only 5 people in the country who started this work. 5. And earlier, like Katti ji said, it was only Chowkidar job. So from Chowkidar to bring these people to this level, which is also, I consider we have reached up to the 50% of what is required. Keeping the international security standards, the challenges we face now, the kind of expertise and knowledge, efficiency, standards, we yet to walk a lot because challenges are many. You must have your clear vision where you want to take this industry to and what is the real role. As a force multiplier, we tell police that we are with you. हम आपके लिए बने हुए हैं. आप हमारा इस्तेमाल कीजिए, हमें गाइड कीजिए, हमें ट्रेंड कीजिए. और since we are the first responders, कुछ भी कहीं शहर में हो जाएगा, so our security guard is there. You have a national disaster, whatever, the first person is in front of a shop, house, jewelry shop, cinema house, wherever. You have a security guard. And the security guard must be trained to certain level of standards. ये अभी चल रहा है और यहाँ तक एवोल्यूशन का माल है कि कहाँ 5 लोग और हम लोगों ने अपने फौजी लोग इकट्ठे किए, एक्स-सर्विसमैन, वी वर ऑल एक्स-सर्विसमैन. वो फौजियों को इकट्ठा करके, क्योंकि बाकी फौजी को नौकरी मिलती नहीं थी, तो हमने अपने सिक्योरिटी का काम शुरू कर लिया. आज डिप्टी सीएम साहब, आई एम प्राउड टू से दैट वी हैव नाउ 1 crore people, 1 crore security guards. We are the largest security force in the world. So whenever I'm sent to UNO, government been sending me to UNO to talk, to participate in the crime conferences and all that. When I go there, I tell them कि we are 10 million people. Lunch time में, tea time में, काफी ministers और उनके ambassadors, they come up to me to shake hand with me. और कहते हैं हमारी तो जो देश की संख्या ही 7 मिलियन है, किसी की 3 मिलियन है, और आपके सिक्योरिटी गार्ड 10 मिलियन है. And the growth rate is 22%. We are growing at the rate of 22%. And our shortfall is 30%. Now that growth rate, with that shortfall, that's why you will find, security guard working for 16 hours, 12 hours and all that. लोग नहीं है, और लोग इसलिए भी ज़्यादा नहीं आ रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारे इस सेक्टर में you have people from the rural areas, गरीब किसान मजदूर के बच्चे इसमें आते हैं, फौजी लोग उनको ट्रेन करते हैं, उसको स्टैंडर्डाइज करते हैं, और पसारा आने के बाद तो बहुत चेंजेस आई है. अभी वो चेंजेस जो पसारा एक्ट वाज ब्रॉट, आई वाज वन ऑफ द आर्किटेक्ट ऑफ पसारा एक्ट आल्सो, because at that time Shivraj Patil ji was the home minister, being very close friend. So we said, this sector is growing, this is required to be regulated, नहीं तो ये कहीं से कहीं चला जाएगा, लोग प्राइवेट आर्म भी बना लेंगे, कुछ कर लेंगे. That's why the act was brought. Now it is being governed very well. अब काफ़ी कुछ अच्छा हो गया है. पुलिस भी जो लाइसेंसिंग शुरू किया है, महेश जी ने बताया कि लाइसेंसिंग कितनी अच्छी हो रही है, पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन भी होने लगा है. ये सारी चीज़ें धीरे धीरे बढ़ती जा रही है. तो सर जो अभी जो आने वाला एवोल्यूशनरी रोल मैं बता रहा हूँ, आई वाज जस्ट टॉकिंग टू जॉइंट सीपी साहब कि दैट इन वन ऑफ माई मीटिंग्स इन द यूनाइटेड नेशन आई थ्रू द आइडिया ऑफ पैरा पुलिस. हमने कहा जब पैरा पुलिस, पैरा मिलिट्री है, पैरामेडिक्स है, पैरा दूसरे लोग हैं, why not to have para police also? Because the present police has become terror centric. टेरर सबसे बड़ा मामला बन गया, सारी पुलिस उसी में लग गई है भी टेररिस्ट को कैसे रोका जाए. द कम्युनिटी सेफ्टी हैज टेकन ए बैक फुट. तो फॉर द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ द कम्युनिटीज यू मस्ट ट्रेन पीपल अप टू द लेवल ऑफ ए पुलिस पर्सन. हाउ यू डू इट, दैट इज अ मैकेनिज्म. वो किया जा सकता है. यूनाइटेड नेशन इसमें काम करना शुरू कर दिया है कि कैसे हम प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स को उस लेवल पे ले जाएं कि दैट दे कॉल पैरा पुलिस, और पुलिस का काम आसान हो जाए. हम कम्युनिटी सेफ्टी की बात करने लगे, लोगों को बचाने की, और ढंग से करें एज ए प्रोफेशनल. एंड थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग वेरी वेल. लेट मी टेल यू, द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैज ऑल्सो गिवन रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू द BIS, द ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स. The Bureau of Indian Standard is now in the final stage of creating international standard for private security delivery system. कि जो अब स्टैंडर्ड बन चुके हैं ऑलमोस्ट. आई एम द चेयरमैन ऑफ दैट कमेटी. लेकिन उसमें सब स्टेक होल्डर को लिया गया कि आप कैसे, कौन से, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. सो वंस दो स्टैंडर्ड्स आर सेट, यू विल फाइंड ए ह्यूज सी चेंज इन द डिलीवरी सिस्टम ऑफ सिक्योरिटी गार्ड. द डिलीवरी इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अपना काम कैसे करते हो, आपका काम करने का ढंग कैसा है, कैसे आपका क्लाइंट ठीक है. शर्मा जी ने, कैप्टन साहब ने कहा था, संजय ने, कि और बाकी लोग भी बोलते हैं कि आपकी जो गुणवत्ता है, जो आपकी स्टैंडर्ड्स है, दैट हैज टू बी डिफाइंड. सो वंस द स्टैंडर्ड्स आर डिफाइंड, देन वी आल्सो इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ स्टैंडर्डाइजिंग द प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी एजेंसीज. इट इज कॉल्ड द स्टार रेटिंग. कि अगर आपने अपनी जैसे 5 स्टार होटल है, 2 स्टार होटल है, 3 स्टार होटल है, सिमिलरली वी आर गोइंग टू स्टैंडर्डाइज स्टार रेटिंग ऑफ द प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी एजेंसी. जो अच्छी होंगी उनको 5 स्टार मिलेगा, उससे कम वाली 4 स्टार, 3 स्टार, और आपको यू विल गेट रेट एट पर योर स्टार रेटिंग. तो एक नया एवोल्यूशन जो है उसी का एक हिस्सा है जिसके अंदर ये सब चीजें आ रही है. और सर CM साहब कि दूसरा रोल जो अभी आई टेक इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जनरल साहब ने भी बात की, बाकी लोग भी बात कर रहे हैं कि वेयर इज द इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ द पब्लिक इनटू इट. अब सिर्फ पुलिस का काम ही नहीं है, सिक्योरिटी इज एवरीबॉडी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. और ये पब्लिक को बताने की जरूरत है कि ये देश तुम्हारा है, ये शहर तुम्हारा है, ये जगह तुम्हारी है, ये ऑफिस भी तुम्हारा है। द सेंस ऑफ ओनरशिप हैज टू बी टेकन। जब सोचोगे कि ये बिल्डिंग भी मेरी, यहां मैं काम कर रहा हूं, तो इसकी सिक्योरिटी का बंदोबस्त भी मुझे पता होना चाहिए। हाउ कैन आई प्रोटेक्ट दिस प्लेस? द सेंस ऑफ ओनरशिप द गवर्नमेंट हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड। वी हैव स्टार्टेड सर नेशनल सिटीजन सिक्योरिटी कल्चर। पूरे देश में नेशनल सिटीजन सिक्योरिटी कल्चर, इसकी 2 राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस हो चुकी है। पहली राउंड टेबल दिल्ली में हुई थी, जिसमें फौज के कोई 12 मेजर लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल्स थे, आईपीएस ऑफिसर सर्विंग थे, रिटायर्ड थे, इंडस्ट्री के लोग थे, जजेस थे, कि जो आइडिया हमने नागरिक सुरक्षा का दिया है, इज इट ए गुड? हम कैसे पूरे देश में लोगों को इसके साथ इन्वॉल्व करें, उनको कैसे बताएं कि ये तुम्हारा भी काम है? तो उन्होंने सबने कहा कि अच्छा बात है। एक और सेकंड राउंड टेबल हुआ जिसमें सिक्योरिटी प्रोफेशनल्स को बुलाया गया। उन्होंने भी कहा कि हम इसमें साथ देना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि आपके देश में यू आर फेसिंग ए ह्यूज डिफरेंट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स। अभी जो आप देख रहे हो ये सिक्योरिटी इशू नहीं रहने वाले। आपके पास सोशो पॉलिटिकल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, सोशो इकोनॉमिक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, आपके रिलीजियस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, कितने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बता दूं जो आप देश में दिखाई दे रहे हैं। अगर उसको हर नागरिक ने अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं समझा तो बहुत से गलत काम हो सकते हैं। तो उसमें पब्लिक की इन्वॉल्वमेंट, एनसीसी की इन्वॉल्वमेंट, यूथ की इन्वॉल्वमेंट, आरडब्ल्यूएस की इन्वॉल्वमेंट, उसके लिए हमने एक बहुत बड़ा प्लान बनाया है। द प्लान वाज सबमिटेड टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एट द होम सेक्रेटरी अप्रूव्ड इट, देन होम सेक्रेटरी डिप्यूटेड ए जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी and BP and RD got involved. So we are evolving a system of involving every citizen. ये देश आपका है, आपने इसको कैसे बचाना है, ये फौज का काम ही नहीं। साथ वाली कंट्री देख लो क्या होता जी। कुछ लोग इकट्ठे हुए, 20-25 हजार, पुलिस ने काम करना बंद कर दिया। लुक एट द बांग्लादेश, पुलिस ने काम करना बंद कर दिया, फौज ने कुछ नहीं किया। फौज कहती है जी हमारा काम तो देश की रक्षा करना है। अरे कब करो देश की रक्षा हैं? जब आप अपने प्रधानमंत्री को नहीं बचा सकते हो, देश की रक्षा कब करोगे? सर नेपाल में राजा के पास 80,000 फौजी थे, 80,000 आर्मी पीपल, गोरखास 80,000। और जब वहां पे गदर हुआ, एक भी फौजी ने गोली नहीं चलाई। इतने साल से तुम राजा के गार्ड बने हो भाई, राजा को नहीं बचा सकते, तो देश का माहौल, मानसिकता और ढंग की बनती जा रही है। तो उसमें जो सिटीजन्स हैं इनको समझाना पड़ेगा कि ऐसे मॉब का हिस्सा ना बने। देश में मुसीबतें आ सकती हैं, चैलेंजेस आ सकते हैं, डिस्पैरिटीज हैं, सब लोग सुखी नहीं हैं, लेकिन ये नहीं कि आप देश में तबाही मचा दोगे, देश का प्रशासन बदल दोगे, ड्यूली इलेक्टेड गवर्नमेंट्स को कहोगे कि हम आपको पसंद नहीं है तो अगली बार वोट में रिमूव देम। वोटिंग तो यहां रोज होती है। एक ऐसा देश है देश इंडिया जहां वर्चुअल रोज वोटिंग होती है, पंचायत, उससे आगे कमेटियों की, एमएलए की, एमपी की, हर वक्त यहां इलेक्शन चलता है। यू हैव लॉट्स ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सिलेक्ट योर पीपल। नो दैट इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड सर। नो दिस मूवमेंट जो हमने शुरू किया है, ये इसमें देश में एक नई सुरक्षा व्यवस्था, एक सुरक्षा जो कल्चर जिसको बोलते हैं, संस्कृति, तो उसमें मैं चाहूंगा कि आपकी जो तेलंगाना की सरकार है, तेलंगाना की रक्षा के लिए, तेलंगाना के लोगों को रक्षा करने के लिए हम आपके साथ मिलकर, बाकी स्टेट मान गई हैं। वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस विद कपल ऑफ डीजीपीज, दिल्ली के डीजीपी, आप कमिश्नर ने कहा कि हम आपके साथ हैं। पूरी पुलिस के साथ ही मिलकर करना पड़ेगा। जो पुलिस के साथ तो हमारा आपस में सिस्टम बनेगा, उसके ऊपर बताया हमने। छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल दिया था दिल्ली के सीपी साहब को। मैंने कहा जी जो हमारे सिक्योरिटी गार्ड हैं, दिल्ली में 70,000 सिक्योरिटी गार्ड हैं और 70,000 तो पुलिस वाले हैं और 5 लाख प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी गार्ड। ऐसे उनको इन्वॉल्व करो अब बता कैसे करोगे जी? मैं क्या आपको एक सिंपल एग्जांपल देता कि जब सिक्योरिटी गार्ड ट्रेवल इन बसेस, जो बस में चढ़ता है ड्यूटी जाने के लिए, वो जब बस में चढ़ेगा और जोर से आवाज देगा कि मेरा नाम सिक्योरिटी गार्ड विक्रम सिंह है, मैं इसमें ट्रेवल कर रहा हूं, अगर किसी को प्रॉब्लम पड़ती है तो मैं जहां पे हूं आपकी रक्षा के लिए। इतना कहने से मंत्री जी लोगों में गए हुए कोई आदमी हमें देख रहा है, कोई छेड़ेगा नहीं, कोई जेब नहीं काटेगा। ये सारी चीजें एक माहौल पैदा करने के लिए, यू क्रिएट, देयर आर मेनी वेज टू डू इट, सो दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड, और वो हमने कर दिखाया है। फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन सर, ड्यूरिंग द कोविड टाइम, जब कोविड हुआ था तो बुरा हाल हो गया था, आपको पता। जो पहली लिस्ट निकाली गई थी एसेंशियल सर्विसेज की, उसमें प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी का नाम नहीं था। इमीडिएटली इन द इवनिंग, किशन रेड्डी जी वाज द MO's होम, ही इज अ ग्रेट गुड फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन आल्सो। उनको मिला, होम सेक्रेटरी को मिले रातों रात। नेक्स्ट डे मैंने उनको कहा कि अगर ये प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी गार्ड भी एसेंशियल सर्विसेज में नहीं आए तो सब एजेंसियां बंद हो जाएगी, गार्ड करोगे भाग जाएंगे, तो आपके बाकी जितने भी प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, हॉस्पिटल हैं, फैक्ट्रियां हैं, स्टैंड अलोन फैक्ट्रीज हैं, इनकी रक्षा कौन करेगा? पुलिस तो उसको लॉकडाउन को इंपोज करने की लगी हुई थी। ही एग्रीड एंड नेक्स्ट डे द प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी एजेंसी वाज डिक्लेयर्ड एज एसेंशियल सर्विस। उससे ये हो गया कि पूरे देश में हमारे लोगों ने काम किया, एंड एज पर द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड होम मिनिस्टर, उन्होंने कहा कि प्राइवेट सिक्योरिटी गार्ड ने इतना अच्छा काम किया है कि एक इंसिडेंट भी चोरी का नहीं हुआ, एक इंसिडेंट भी। तो वी वर देयर। उनको खाना पचाना, SOP हमने 5 दिन में बना ली थी, हाउ टू हैंडल कोविड। तो ये सारी चीजें करने की हमारी क्षमता है। हमारे पास लोग बड़े बड़े अच्छे हैं। अब तो इतने लोग जो कॉर्पोरेट सिक्योरिटी में भी, हम तो पहले कॉर्पोरेट सिक्योरिटी में हम ही लोग चला रहे थे, लेकिन नाउ वी हैव सो मेनी एक्स आर्मी ऑफिसर हु इज वर्किंग एज ए चीफ सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर्स और रिस्क मैनेजमेंट ऑफिसर्स, वी हैव थाउजेंड्स ऑफ देम। तो इन सब को इकट्ठा करके एक नए समाज की करें, जो सुरक्षित समाज हो, जो सुरक्षित भारत की एक हमारी सोच है, दैट इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड, एंड वी आर रेडी टू कोऑपरेट विद द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट अथॉरिटी, पुलिस and public also. We can launch this thing along with the security council जो बनी है, इन्होंने बताया मुझे, तो ये हम सब करने को तैयार हैं। मैं इतना ही कहूँगा, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और फिर सबका धन्यवाद जिन्होंने मुझे बुलाया जहाँ। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, Shri Kunwar Vikram Singh ji, for your thought-provoking address. We now have the Chairman's address by our Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad City, Shri 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗍 Reddy Garu, IPS. Sir.
Honorable Deputy CM Telangana State, Shri Mallu Batti Vikramarka Garu, who is also Honorable Minister for Finance and Energy, who is the chief guest of today's function. Sir, most welcome to our function, and thank you very much for gracing this occasion, sir. My dear colleague, the representative of the DGP office, chief office we call it as, and additional DG Law and Order Telangana State, 𝘆ecie𝗂𝗿𝗄 Garu, who was also a panelist for the discussion in the first topic which you heard. My Secretary of Hyderabad City Security Council, Shri 𝘆ecie𝗂𝗿𝗄 Reddy Garu, Joint Secretaries, Shri 𝘆રાજશેખર Reddy Garu, Bhaskar Reddy Garu, Colonel K.S. Rao Garu, most importantly, the keynote address guest, Shri Major General 𝘆ecie𝗂𝗿𝗄 Garu, who is the head of the CMD Secunderabad, College of College of Defense Management, the president of the, it's called as 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗍, right? 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗍, who just spoke before me, president of the All India, I think, security agencies, association. It's called as 𝘀𝗲𝗃. I don't know its full form. We'll think about it later. 𝘲𝗂𝗿𝗃 Garu, who is the founder chairman of this 𝘀𝗃. My dear colleague and the additional Commissioner of Police Law and Order Hyderabad, Sri 𝘲𝗃 Garu, the founder secretary of హి𝗲𝗲𝗱 and present advisor హి𝗲𝗲𝗱, Sri Bharani Kumar Arul Garu, all the delegates who have come here for this one-day national summit on the private security, all the media friends and all other invitees. Sir, we are all eager to listen to you, so I would not take much time. But I'll just say a few words about this private security, sir. I mean, the need for private security to supplement the formal security agencies of police, defense and all need not be overemphasized. It has now already come to stay because of the growing industrialization, particularly the IT industry, sir, and the growing urbanization, which has brought in the consumerism that has propelled the entertainment industry, tourism industry, the banking sector. And these are the areas where, these are the gaps that the formal security agencies like police or the defense or the army or any other formal agencies cannot fill, because we have core duties to do. For example, police has its core duty as, the investigation, detection of crime, investigation and other issues. The army has its core duty of defending this nation, protecting this nation from the external enemies, while the police and other CAPFs have the task of maintaining internal security. So it's only imperative that this particular field emerges in such a way that it fills the gap. So much so that today you will find the presence of the private security guards, private security personnel. Everywhere you will find them more than you see the police, the regular police. You go to a mall, you have got people with those handheld sets with the metal door frame detectors, DFMDs, door frame metal detectors, and the HHMDs, that is handheld metal detectors. You go to the villas, so you'll have the gate, the private security guards protecting and doing access control, verifying who is coming and who is going. Of course, you go to the industries like IT giants to the miners and the banking industry and all. So it is now everywhere and doing a great job, in filling the gaps that cannot be filled by as I told you already, the formal security agencies. So this supplements the police. This supplements the defense, the army, and it has enhanced the private security in our society. As the speaker, the moderator for the first panel discussion was saying, what is life without security? You live a life if there is no feeling of sense of security. So that's no life. So this gap has come to be filled in by the private security agencies, and it's an accepted fact, and it is still evolving. How it is evolving? The founder president of 𝘀𝗃𝗃, Sri Kunwar Vikram Singh, was saying that it is now an industry of 1 crore employees, private security guards. 10 million, 1 crore. It's a big thing. In Telangana alone, we have now, it's a small state and it's just, a young state. We already have 4 lakh security guards in the state. Sir, somebody was saying, which has to be verified, sir, I think Bangalore leads out of this 1 crore. Bangalore is the city that leads in the number of security guards. I think they have over 1 million in that city alone. No, because Bangalore has been the front runner or the leader of IT revolution in our country. It's called as the Silicon Valley of of India. So there they say it is more than 1 million in that city alone. And then you can think of the future. Very soon, with the industry growing, with the urbanization, rapid urbanization all across, I think the role of private security is only going to increase. But what are the challenges? So as it evolves, in fact, sir, in 2005, we now in India, we have what is called as the Private Security Agencies Regulation Act, in which the rules for registration of the agencies that recruit these guards and the conditions of training, the conditions of work, the salaries and emoluments have been discussed. And after that, 2005, now almost it is 20 years, sir, 2 decades, I think it is more or less a very well established. It used to be a kind of unorganized sector earlier. Now it is a totally organized and well established security apparatus of our country, as the speakers were saying. As my colleague Mahesh was saying in his panel discussion, that from cycle security to cyber security. So society has gone, has come a long way. So in one of the meetings of, PM's meeting with DGs and the DGPs of the states, so the Honorable PM was saying that when he was a child, he used to see a policeman checking for a cycle that did not have a dynamo in the night. So from there, where did we evolve now? Now we have, the drones supervising us, drones, doing surveillance. Now we have such technological gadgets, and including the AI. Because the paucity of time and because we have to give more time to the Honorable Chief Guest, sir. So I'm not going into the details, and in the next coming 3 panel discussions, I think all these things will be discussed at length. So, but what are the challenges? These are the things. So yes, the industry is growing. It is supplementing to the efforts of police. It is very well accepted security structure of security apparatus of our country. Fine, but there are challenges which we should, and which I think this summit should address. One is training. The training is still woefully inadequate. You have to, I don't blame the industry, because training is a very costly thing. It has to be a sustained effort. And if you think of having a couple of acres to set up your training center in urban areas, yes, it's going to cost a bomb. But take the example, I'll give the example of GMR. GMR, which manages our airport here, apart from other airports in the country. They've got one beautiful, which is almost matching with the best police training centers. They've got a beautiful training center in rural area, Penugonda. Sir may be aware, Dr. C.R. Naidu, sir, who is here for the next panel discussion, a very well-known name in the police circles and also in the community, because sir has been a great builder of police and community. He has been a bridge as long as he was in service, even after his retirement. So they've got, it is at a distance. You don't have to think about training your people in the city. If you are deployed majorly in Hyderabad city, you don't have to think about taking land in the city or around the city. Go a little far. But training is very important. Without training, all this force can be a very let-loose force. Training not only in, you don't carry weapons, I know, except, those retainers and all in those gun licenses for banks and all. You don't carry, but that doesn't mean that you don't require that much of training. In fact, in today's world, it is not the firearms that speak more. It is your behavior, it is your courtesies, it is your other, observation skills that matter more. So you got to train them. You got to train them in how to be, in smart turnout, so that they earn respect for themselves and also for the industry. Then emoluments issues. It is always a complaint. In fact, the curtain raiser for this summit, sir, we had 2 days back with all press, sir. So the press was immediate to ask. There are a lot of complaints from private guards that they are not adequately paid, despite the existence of this PASARA Act and the regulations that are contained therein. So there may be some agencies that are only concerned about doing business and trying to recruit people at cheap labor. And particularly, I must admit, we must all admit here that it draws people, certainly, though it is a very big employer. So one of the importance of this is, as it already discussed, 1 crore security guards. So it is giving employment to that many people, apart from the other, overhead personnel and all who supervise them, who train them and all. But it still remains as one of the lowly paid sectors. So you draw people from really the downtrodden and also people from far northeast. So their security, their welfare is of paramount importance if we have to take forward this to the next level. So it can't be ignored. So there are complaints, of course, it's more or less being addressed. It's not that it is too much and prevalent now with the act and with so much of social media presence and all. But still, I think there are some complaints which we need to address. The registration issues, just now I was discussing with our friend 𝘆ance Reddy garu, who is president of APSA. So we have 1,500 and sir, our chief guest sir also was evincing interest as to how many of the security agencies in our state are registered. So we have about 1,500 in Telangana, but only 500 of them are registered. Of course, there are some bureaucratic delays in this. That will also be addressed and brought to the notice of the government during the deliberations in the coming sessions. So that's it. I think, sir, this industry has come to stay and it is only going to evolve further, grow further, and become an important element of our internal security apparatus, sir. And we are very thankful that person at your level has come to give a fillip to this effort. The Hyderabad City Security Council activities, I don't have to state again because our secretary has already joined, but I'll just tell one thing about our today's chief guest, Honorable Deputy CM sir's enthusiasm about the society and making society aware. So when we broached this issue of a community radio for Hyderabad City and Tri-Commission rates, and so that we educate people on various issues, cybercrime, women's safety, traffic safety, and various other things. He was the first one to agree and then to clear that proposal, and the proposal is now with him, which he is going to clear, and we are going to get very soon. I think this city is going to get the community radio, by which the entertainment will be there like any other FM radio, but the remaining way, the time that they use for commercials and all, we'll be using to educate people, and we'll also be addressing issues that concern the society. So now, without taking much time, as we are all waiting for the Honorable Chief Guest's speech, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and all the best.
Thank you, Sri 𝘀𝗲𝗄𝗽 Reddy garu, for your inspiring words. The unwavering support from our esteemed sponsors has made this event a resounding success. We take great pleasure in expressing our heartfelt gratitude to our generous sponsors whose contributions have enabled us to bring together the think tank of our industry onto this platform. I request our chief guest, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Batti Vikramarka garu, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor and event sponsors. I call upon our special guest, Major General and Dr. 𝘆ance Vishisht Seva Medal, to kindly accept a memento from our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. I now call upon our guest of honor, Sri Kunwar Vikram Singh ji, to please accept a memento from our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. I now call upon our platinum sponsor, Sri 𝘲𝗲𝗱 garu, Managing Director of 𝘲𝗲𝗱𝗱 Private Limited, along with his daughter, Ms. 𝘲𝗲𝗻, the third generation business entrepreneur, to kindly come up and accept a memento. I call upon our gold sponsor, Mr. hr𝗲𝗃𝗃 Garu from Capstan Services Limited. I also call upon our next gold sponsor, Mr. 𝘲𝗲𝗃𝗿 Reddy Garu from 𝘲𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗽 Security Services. Sri Subramaniam Garu of Hawk Security, who has been the founding team member of Association of Private Security Agencies in the year 1981 and has been holding various leadership roles of the private security industry for the past 43 years. It is our proud privilege to honor him for his lifetime contribution to private security industry.
In the same flow, we'll finish up all the panel speakers. Yeah, I request all the panel speakers of panel discussion 1 to please come up and receive a memento.
In the same breath, I request our panelists from panel discussion 1 to kindly come up on the dais for the felicitation. Mr. 𝘲𝗲𝗃𝗃 Garu, the moderator of the panel discussion. Mr. Sanjay Sharma Garu. I beg your pardon, Captain Sanjay Sharma Garu. Shri Mahesh Bhagwat Garu. Shri 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗍 Garu. Shri Vishwanath Katti Garu. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our privilege to request our esteemed chief guest, our Honorary Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, to kindly release the Physical Security Summit souvenir for the year 2024. The souvenir chronicles the journey and achievements of our organization and serves as a reminder of the collective efforts that have brought us together to this milestone. Thank you, sir. I now humbly request our chief guest, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, to kindly address the National Physical Security Summit.
Sri శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారు, Hyderabad City Police Commissioner, and also Chairman of హి𝗲𝗲𝗱 and 𝘆ecie𝗂𝗿𝗏 Reddy garu, Secretary General హి𝗲𝗲𝗱, Sri Major General 𝘆ecie𝗂𝗿𝗁, Visishta Seva Medal CDM Secunderabad and keynote addresser Sri Mahesh Bhagawatji, Additional DGP Law and Orders, Sri Vikram Singh Mann, Additional CP City Police, Sri Kunwar Singh, Founder Chairman 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗍, Lieutenant Colonel 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗍, Joint Secretary 𝘆SC/SC, and Sri Bharani Kumar, Advisor 𝘆SC/SC, and Sri Bhaskar Reddy garu, Chairman Executive Security Version, and other distinguished guests and friends. It is so important summit which 𝘲𝗲𝗍 and police together organized here in Hyderabad, which is very growing industry and required industry also. It gives me a great pleasure to be present among us, you all, for the National Physical Security Summit organized by the Hyderabad City Security Council in partnership with the private security industry. And I'm also very happy that this summit is being conducted at a location which is the pride of our Telangana, with technology and its best in the country. And I'm also happy to see a great participation from police, defense, and social work, businessmen, professionals, and government bodies synergizing towards a safer world. And I compliment and thank all the distinguished speakers who had spared their valuable time to be here with all of us. A society can be truly safe only when all its citizens take on the onus of responsibility to be always conscious of their surroundings and be vigilant towards aspects related to our safety and security. The summit will be a great start towards enhancing the citizens' consciousness towards safety and security. The current growth of our Hyderabad city and the increasing urbanization of our Telangana state necessitates the need for evolving a foolproof physical security measures across the state, and the key role of technology toward the same needs. No, I need not to mention no additional emphasis. Today, the physical security role is largely undertaken by a very huge force of our private security industry. Where our Srinivas Reddy ji, while speaking, he just mentioned that nearing about 4 lakh the security forces, private security forces, are working in the security agencies in the state of Telangana, which is a very large number. Our government employee strength itself, permanent government employee strength is nearly about 3 to 3.5 lakh. And this 4 lakh, the security forces which have been working in the private agencies, definitely it is very remarkable. And he is saying that nearing about 1,000 to 1,500 agencies are working here in the state, whereby nearing about 400 to 500 people have taken the licenses. The remaining 1,000 agencies are yet to take the license. They are all in the process of taking the licenses. In a regulated method, the agencies which have been serving by providing security guards and security personnel to various organizations and institutions which are very, very respectable and commendable also in the city of Hyderabad. Today, the physical security role is largely undertaken by a very huge force. The private security industry is a fast-growing sector and will be instrumental in providing job security to our unemployed youth. Full-time or part-time employment of our youth through the government skilling and placement by the private security industry, and such opportunity may be reviewed and the opportunities be explored during this summit. The concerned government officials present here should take it forward with an action plan towards achieving the multiple aims of employment as well as enhancing the safety in the society. All the key issues that are highlighted through this summit will be deliberated by our government with a plan for implementing the recommended actions also. The government of Telangana will also look into the long pending revision of wage scales of the security personnel, which are believed to be far lower than the minimum wages, which are highly concerned for the state of Telangana. Being paid in the neighboring states such as Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are slightly higher. We would like to take all actions towards rectifying these to be at par with the best minimum wages across the country. A few issues that had come to the government notice regarding the effective implementation of the Private Security Agencies Act in our state will be addressed with special focus in the due course. I compliment the Hyderabad City Security Council and the private security industry for partnering towards the conduct of such a professional event, and I urge one and all to carry forward these learnings towards a safe and secure Telangana and a safe India. My friends, I really congratulate and appreciate my city police commissioner and other police personnel, and also the private partners conducting this, bringing a kind of a PPA model kind of an agency, particularly Hyderabad City Security Council, which is really very, very valid and valuable for the safety of the city. And not only the formal policing, informal policing also, by bringing the citizens, making them the partners of the security of the citizens and society. It is really appreciable. And I appreciate our private partners who are taking the part in this city security. And I also appreciate the city police and the state police also by encouraging the private agencies and private people to take part in the safety and the security of the personal, families, individual and society also. See, Hyderabad city is a very growing city. We are growing very fast, particularly software industry, pharma industry and other core industries also. And Telangana state is more or less a city state with a plan of we going with a regional ring road. And building of a fourth city also with the vision of the Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy garu. He is planning to build a fourth city and coming out with the regional ring road and all other infrastructure activity. So that shows our commitment towards the expansion of the city and providing the so many infrastructure facilities also. For the first time in the history of the state of Hyderabad, that the state has allotted nearing about 10,000 crores for the development of the city of Hyderabad, which definitely takes the Hyderabad to the heights in future. So with the growing activity of the so many communities, particularly gated communities and individual housings and other nuclear families, the security has become more and more, and even cyber security, other activities also, the city is geared up to protect all the citizens of the Hyderabad. Of late, in the city, particularly Anti-Narcotics Bureau and other cyber security, the state government is giving the top priority by providing all kinds of facilities. Wherever it is required budget allotment, the state is coming forward to give them full budget as per their requirement and necessity. That shows our commitments, government's commitment towards the safety of individuals of the city and the state. So we request the private agencies also, by taking the licenses properly with a regulatory methodology, by recruiting the rural youth into your agencies and providing them the proper salaries also. Many of the government departments, what we have been seeing and watching as finance minister also, though we are paying so much of money for the security agencies, some of the agencies are not giving them the full amount which is earmarked for them. So I request the agencies, see to that money, whatever the money that it is really earmarked from the government, apart from your cut and other things, see to that goes to them individually, because they are all lower and middle class families. So I request all the agencies and also the police department to have a close monitoring on each other and see to that it becomes a very, very successful {HCSC}. It should become a role model for the country and to the world also, because the whole world is going towards now private agencies only for this security first. With this, I thank you once again, and I appreciate the {HCSC} once again, and I conclude. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your visionary thoughts and inspiring words. I request our Commissioner of Police to present a memento to our Honorable Chief Guest, please. I also request our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister to kindly accept a token of remembrance of this Physical Security Summit 2024, and I call upon Dr. 𝘀𝗲𝗱𝗚 garu, Founder Chairman, 𝘀𝗲𝗲𝗱𝗚 Private Limited, who are our platinum sponsors for today, and { HS𝗲𝗏𝗱 Reddy garu, Chairman, 𝘆𝗲𝗄. Thank you, sir. I now invite Lieutenant Colonel 𝘀𝗲𝗍𝗱𝗱, Joint Secretary, Hyderabad City Security Council, to present the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Firstly, we are indebted and we are very thankful to our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, 𝘆𝗲𝗱𝗱𝗱 Batti Vikramarka Garu, for having spared us his valuable time by being with our industry, which has happened for the first time in the state of Telangana and in the city of Hyderabad. With the inspiration and motivation through our chief guest, we are confident that we will set a new trend of standards, professionalism to our private security industry. I'm also very grateful to the Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad City, Shri 𝘀𝗲𝗍𝗱𝗍𝗱 Revanth Reddy for having visioned such a great event at the very 𝘲𝗍𝗱𝗍 building, which is an iconic building, one of its unique kind in the whole country. And I thank all the members, governing body and EC members of 𝘲𝗍𝗍𝗍 who have supported us towards making this happen. I also support the entire professionals from the private security industry for having worked towards this seminar and for having been present here as delegates / as speakers. I extend my great thanks to all the speakers, Major General 𝘀𝗲𝗍𝗱 sir for having been here, and all the eminent speakers, General 𝘀𝗲𝗍𝗱𝗱 sir, 𝘀𝗲𝗍𝗱𝗍𝗱 Garu, whom we would be witnessing in the post-lunch session, and all the panel speakers. A very great thanks to all of you. And last but not the least, the media who have been supported and have showcased our industry in such a manner that it is inspiring the citizens towards taking up or synergizing towards being conscious of safe and secure in our society. And I really thank the Secretariat of 𝘲𝗍𝗍𝗱 for having extended their complete support and making this a reality. With this, once again, thank you. We meet in the post-lunch session. I will request the distinguished guests to join us for lunch session at the VIP gallery, and I'll request also dignitaries from all the speakers and dignitaries to join at the VIP gallery, and I request all the I request all the delegates also to join for lunch, and we reassemble after 1 hour of breaking off for the lunch, for the afternoon session of very interesting and insightful discussions that are pending. Prior to just breaking off,